Richard Russell Riordan Jr. is an American author best known for writing the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. He also wrote the adult mystery series Trace Navarre and helped edit Demigods and Monsters, a collection of essays on his Percy Jackson series. He helped develop the 10 books of the 39 Clues series and wrote the first book in the series, The Maze of Bones. In 2012, he completed a trilogy focusing on Egyptian mythology, The Kane Chronicles, and has published 3 out of 5 planned books of the Heroes of Olympus series, the sequel to the Percy Jackson series that focuses on Roman and Greek mythology. He is also planning to write a series based on Norse mythology. Born on June 5, 1964. Democritus was an influential, ancient Greek pre-Socratic philosopher primarily remembered today for his formulation of an atomic theory of the universe. Democritus was born in Abdera, Thrace around 460 BC. His exact contributions are difficult to disentangle from those of his mentor Leucippus, as they are often mentioned together in texts. Their speculation on atoms, taken from Leucippus, bears a passing and partial resemblance to the 19th century understanding of atomic structure that has led some to regard Democritus as more of a scientist than other Greek philosophers. However, their ideas rested on very different bases. Born on 460 BC and died on 370 BC. Edmund Burke was an Irish statesman, author, orator, political theorist and philosopher, who, after moving to England, served for many years in the House of Commons of Great Britain as a member of the Whig Party. He is mainly remembered for his support of the cause of the American revolutionaries, and for his later opposition to the French Revolution. The latter led to his becoming the leading figure within the conservative faction of the Whig Party, which he dubbed the Old Whigs, in opposition to the pro-French Revolution, New Whigs, led by Charles James Fox. Born on January 12, 1729, and died on July 9, 1797. Kofi Annan is a Ghanaian diplomat, who served as the 7th Secretary General of the UN from the 1st of January 1997 to the 31st of December 2006. Annan and the United Nations were the co-recipients of the 2001 Nobel Peace Prize, for his founding of the Global Alves, and Health Fund to support developing countries in their struggle to care for their people. Born on April 8, 1938. Clinton Richard Dawkins, FRS. FRSL, known as Richard Dawkins, is a British ethologist, evolutionary biologist and author. He is an Emeritus Fellow of New College, Oxford, and was the University of Oxford's Professor for Public Understanding of Science from 1995 until 2008. Dawkins came to prominence with his 1976 book The Selfish Gene, which popularized the gene-centered view of evolution and introduced the term meme. In 1982 he introduced an influential concept into evolutionary biology, presented in his book The Extended Phenotype, that the phenotypic effects of a gene are not necessarily limited to an organism's body, but can stretch far into the environment, including the bodies of other organisms. Born on the 26th of March 1941. Frank Lloyd Wright was an American architect, interior designer, writer and educator, who designed more than 1,000 structures and completed 500 works. Wright believed in designing structures which were in harmony with humanity and its environment, a philosophy he called organic architecture. This philosophy was best exemplified by his design for Fallingwater in 1935, which has been called the best all-time work of American architecture. Wright was a leader of the Prairie School movement of architecture, and developed the concept of the Usonian home, his unique vision for urban planning in the United States. Born on June 8, 1867. Died on April 9, 1959. Patrick Wayne Swayze was an American actor, dancer, singer, and songwriter. He was best known for his tough guy roles, as romantic leading men in the hit films, Dirty Dancing, and Ghost and as Ori Main in the North and South television miniseries. He was named by People magazine as its sexiest man alive, in 1991. His film and TV career spanned 30 years. Diagnosed with stage 5 pancreatic cancer in January 2008, Swayze told Barbara Walters, a year later that he was kicking it. However, he died from the disease on September 14, 2009. His last role was the lead in an ill-fated A&E TV series, The Beast, which premiered on January 15, 2009. Due to a prolonged decline in health, Swayze was unable to promote the series. On June 15, 2009, Entertainment Tonight announced the show's cancellation. Born on August 18, 1952. Died September 14, 2009. Sir Ken Robinson is an author, speaker, and international advisor on education in the arts to government, non-profits, education, and arts bodies. He was director of the Arts in Schools project from 1985 to 1989. And also professor of arts education at the University of Warwick 1989 to 2001 and was knighted in 2003 for services to education. Born on March 4, 1950. George Dennis Patrick Carlin was an American stand-up comedian, social critic, actor and author, who won 5 Grammy Awards for his comedy albums. Carlin was noted for his black humor, as well as his thoughts on politics, the English language, psychology, religion, and various taboo subjects. Carlin and his 7 Dirty Words comedy routine were central to the 1978 U.S. Supreme Court case, FCC v. Pacifica Foundation, in which a narrow 5-4 decision by the justices affirmed the government's power to regulate indecent material on the public airwaves. The first of his 14 stand-up comedy specials for HBO was filmed in 1977. In the 1990s and 2000s, Carlin's routines focused on socio-cultural criticism of modern American society. He often commented on contemporary political issues in the United States and satirized the excesses of American culture. His final HBO special, It's Bad for Ya, was filmed less than 4 months before his death. Born on May 13, 1937, and died on June 22, 2008.